Ohne ist live.
Hello everybody, nice to see you. By the way, my name is Florian, this is Tien.
Hello.
We are from Roccat and you are in our live stream from Cologne, Germany. We are on Gamescom in Hall 8 and we have the honor to present our newest products to you guys out there. I hope my English is understandable for you guys. Unfortunately for all of the native English speakers, I'm a German. So you might hear a bit of an accent. I hope it's not too bad though. So today we are here to present what's new, what's upcoming for the rest of the year here from Roccat, your preferred hardware manufacturer or peripheral manufacturer from Hamburg, Germany. This year's Gamescom is something very special for us. This year we are presenting something which we've never done before. We are now 10th year. Roccat was founded 2007 and today, as it is 2017, it's our 10-year anniversary. We want to celebrate that together with you guys by presenting the first ever game out of House Roccat. We are currently developing Six City, which is a real-time tactics game. You can play that. Just visit sixcity.com and you can play it for free right now. But that's not all. We are presenting our newest products, as I stated earlier. The first one is our Roccat KONE Pro, which is already announced, and it's the beautiful headset which you can see here, or on the other side here. We do have it in 3 color versions, as white, gray, and black. And we also will present our newest keyboard and the new mouse. First of all, feel free to ask as much questions as you want to regarding the products, regarding Roccat, regarding the game. Tien is right here.
Yes,
and
I have all the questions right here, and then I will ask Flo and see if he knows everything about Roccat or not.
If I don't know everything, I might at least know who to ask. We are a couple of guys here. We came from Hamburg to Cologne 2 days ago. Built the booth, prepared every product, and now we are ready to show it to the public. If you're wondering why it is still pretty empty over here and not so crowded, it's just because today is the Fachbesuchertag. What is it in English? What?
Press day.
Yeah, press day, more or less.
Yeah, it's called.
Okay, let's go towards the products. Fred. Now we are showing the products. The first product I want to introduce is something which is deeply connected towards the history of Roccat. It's the product with what it all started. Back in 2007, we introduced the Roccat KONE to the international market. It was a huge success. Gamers loved the shape. Gamers loved the RGB stripes. It was the first ever with RGB stripes in it. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the brand new Roccat KONE AIMO. The completely reworked version of the 10-year-old KONE. It comes in the 3 colors as well and with a beautiful and fresh designed lighting. It has 4 RGB stripes and additional lighting in the mouse wheel with 11 different LEDs within the stripes, and it comes with a brand new lighting system as well, AIMO. Let me talk about that later. AIMO is the reinvention of RGB lighting. As I stated earlier, we invented the light stripes in the Roccat KONE. We were the first company to do that, and now, 10 years later, we are the first company to bring this kind of light to your peripherals. The Roccat KONE AIMO comes with an additional thumb button. You might have seen that. It's on the lower side. Down here, it's additional thumb button for our so-called easy shift. If you press this button, you can give all the other buttons a secondary function, which essentially doubles your functions on the mouse. I already spoke about the lighting system. It has our all-eye sensor. It's a 12,000 dpi optical sensor, the best on the market. And it is the original KONE shape. Although it looks a bit different, it feels almost the same. It's a bit renewed. It's a bit more suitable for today's needs. We put everything in there what you wanted. We had a big survey with 30,000 participants, and this is the product of it. You can get your hands on the KONE AIMO. Start of October is, I think it's the date where it will be available, but we will start pre-orders soon. It will cost the same as the KONE right now, our KONE EMP, which is also with the old light sensor, but the old lighting system and the old design. The new one is €79 as well. Let's talk about the second product. And this one is absolutely fantastic. It's for the Horde, actually. It's not for all your Alliance players out there. No, just joking. But the name is funny enough. It's Horde. Roccat Horde is our new keyboard. It's a membrane keyboard, but we reinvented membrane. People right now today tend to say membrane is inferior to mechanical, but we absolutely can say it's not true. We reinvented the membrane itself so that it has a precise click, not click, but a precise actuation, a faster actuation than on all other membrane keyboards out there. This is the so-called island key design, so it's dirt resistant. There is no dirt which can fall down to the bottom of the keyboard because of the design language. The keys are redesigned as well to be distincted very easy. Then we have this tuning wheel on the top right corner. This is fully functional Windows 10 dial. There is this Windows 10 dial in every Windows 10, and with this dial you can use all of the Windows 10 functionality, but you can also use the media keys on the left side. Here are the media keys of the keyboard, and you can use them as well. You press the speaker, and then you can lower or raise the volume. You press the lighting, and then you can brighten it up or lower the lighting. And there is also a customizable button where you can, for example, lay your profiles on it. So whenever you want to switch the profile, you press the configuration button and then turn the wheel. The wrist rest of the Horde is detachable, which means you can just easily take it away if you need more space, or if it's uncomfortable for your hands, you don't want to use it. And this also comes with the AIMO lighting system. On top we have 5 quick-fire macro keys on the left-hand side. They are even lower than the normal keys. The normal keys are kind of mid-size, but you can easily distinguish if you are on the macro keys or on the regular keys by just hovering your hand over it. It prevents you from misstroking the macro keys and just fire all of your macros when you just wanted to press escape. The lighting system is a very organic one, which means it's not a pre-programmed rainbow just running from left to right, 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 left to right. Boring. We developed an organic lighting system. It changes whenever you do something. So if you move the mouse, or if you click, or if you press the space bar, or if you turn on the tuning wheel, the lighting will follow your behavior. So the more you type, the faster you type, the redder the keyboard will get, for example. Or you can cycle through the color flow from red to blue to whatever. There are different settings, and you can also use, of course, the old ones like the ripple effects or the rainbow, or which all color effects we have now, we will have in the future as well. AIMO just comes on top and is organic and kind of intelligent. So there is one thing I forgot or I did not introduce yet, and this is the Roccat KONE Pro. It's our new headset. We already announced this one. The other two are fresh, really fresh, out of the box. This is the first time we tell people outside of Gamescom about the product. The KONE Pro is the first gaming headset with a high-res certificate, which means that's a certificate which is normally given to hi-fi headphones, but we received it for the KONE Pro because the speakers are that great. We have a real voice microphone, meaning that our microphone can catch the low frequencies of human voice, which are normally cut out because they make the sound mumbling and not so clear. This is why the others just cut the lower frequencies, and then the human voice sounds a bit metallic or not as voluminous. We found a way around that, and you will hear, if someone uses the Roccat KONE Pro on Discord and TeamSpeak, you will hear it instantly, because the microphone sounds like the big mic condensator ones. These are the 3 new products. All come in white, in gray, and in black. It's up to you which color you prefer in your desktop. The price is, as I mentioned, for the KONE AIMO will be $79.99. The KONE Pro, the lightest headset in competition with the best drivers and the best microphone, will only cost €99, and the Roccat Horde will be around €100 as well. So, as I said earlier, if you have any questions, if you want to know where we are, how you can come to Cologne, or anything about the products, feel free to shoot them. Tien is going to deliver them towards me.
Yeah, I have one question from Nico Labras. Why do you have dogs in the office if we have a cat in the logo?
Well, that's a good one. We have dogs in the office because dogs are man's best friends. And we have cats in the logo because cats are sneaky and mean and fast and strong. You don't want to use your best mate, a good friend, to game and to compete against others. You want to use the best weapon you can get, and the combination of a Roccat and a cat, which is Roccat, makes pretty deadly weapons for your daily fights against, I don't know, night elves or Terrans or Junkrats or Kha'Zix or whoever you fight in your everyday gaming. Rockets are your best companions, but not the best companions for the office. It's just for gaming, guys.
Bland Paloma asked if we will be making a wireless headset with the current lineup.
Why we do not?
No, if we are going.
If we are going to. This is a question I cannot answer, finally. We do not announce a wireless headset for this lineup, because with wireless there are some struggles with how you get the sound to your device, how good it is. With battery, it's going to get strong. The KONE Pro is all about competition, it's all about esports, it's about quality, and it's about comfort. And if you want to have a very comfortable headset, it has to be light, super light. And since Roccat mainly produces peripherals for the PC gaming market, we don't see the big need for wireless headset, because actually you're sitting in front of your gaming station, and if you're not going to the toilet, you don't need to take your headset with you. And for the 5 minutes toilet, I can leave it at the desk, actually, so I think you can do that as well. It has a lot of benefits if you don't make a headset wireless. Not only, but mainly the weight. This is just a bit over 200 grams, so it's actually the lightest within the €100 price range. Yeah, but you never know. Maybe there is enough need. If there is need, if people keep telling us, come on, give us a wireless headset, and if it's a big number, well, we could reconsider.
There's another question asking if we will do a sample using the Cam and live stream. I think he's asking if we're going to do a live stream with the KONE Pro microphone.
Yeah. So, right now we do have like a studio camera, which is not really suitable to put just a 3.5 jack in there. But we already had the question in the German live stream earlier, and we decided to definitely make a live stream when we're back in Hamburg within the next 2 months, or most likely, playing some games and giving you the microphone quality of the KONE Pro. Yeah, I can confirm that. Yes, we are going to stream with the KONE Pro from the Roccat office.
Redham asked if we can make a LED mouse pad.
Okay, that's actually a good question. Why did I'm going to start from the beginning. Why did we invent AIMO? Because back in the days when we brought RGB lighting to mice, we thought it's cool. It's a nice thing. It's some moving colors. But nowadays, light can be disturbing because everything starts to glow. It's just a rainbow. It repeats and everything glows. And it's not really necessary. It's neither necessary, not very helpful. It can even be very distracting if the light is just pumping through all of the possible colors. So this is why we invented AIMO, which will lower the brightness automatically when you go into a game, or which will follow your behavior and feel natural instead of just pre-programmed. And I can be honest, we tested with some mouse pads having colors and RGB in it, but we didn't really find the right way to mix the needs of a mouse pad with an RGB lighting Quelle, source. Sorry. So that's you need extra electricity. Yeah. You need extra power for it, and it doesn't really help. So we decided to go back to the needs. What do we need as gamers, and what can really help? I mean, it's not too hard to bring it into a mouse without raising the weight too much, but with a mouse pad, it's actually. We decided it's not that useful until now, and that's why we don't have one yet.
There's no real benefit for like real gamers.
Yeah, just, I mean, come on.
It's the same with wireless. If there's a lot of requests for it, we will see it. We will collect the feedback, and it will go to our design team. And just based on that, I guess.
I mean, it's expensive. It's getting thicker, and it needs a cable, or it needs power. So actually, the mouse is glowing. You see the mouse, but the benefit of a RGB mousepad is nothing we see so far.
Yeah.
I get a good example. The benefit of a RGB mousepad is almost on the same level than taking a membrane keyboard and putting fake clicks in it just to have a sound which is not helpful because the sound is earlier than the keystroke actually. Why do people do that? I mean, it's like, okay, people like mechanical keyboards, but then sell them mechanical keyboards, make better mechanical keyboards. People also like membrane keyboards. It's other people, so make membranes better. But why would you put a fake click in a membrane keyboard? That's kind of the same level. Just put something in there, make it sound good, but without benefit. Roccat is not going to do that. Everything we do it because it has a purpose and it has a benefit for us as players.
Another question, I think it's more related to Team Roccat. If we will open a merch store for like mugs, t-shirts, etc.
Well,
we kind of do, but just in selected countries.
Yeah, no, that's a good answer. Yeah, there are plans for that, definitely. But there is also, if you are referring to League of Legends, there's also things that Riot themselves are planning. And yeah, things like that. If there is a different company involved, they take more time than if we would just do it by ourselves. So we are in discussions, and there will be more. But you can buy a fan scarf actually in a few countries.
Yeah, or come to Gamescom and grab a shirt somewhere.
Yeah, we got shirt, we got snapbacks, and what I did not mention, or just for the beginning, is we got a new computer game, a PC game called Six City. You can play that on Gamescom, or you can play it if you register yourself on sixcity.com. It's an RTT, real-time tactics game. You have a leader. You play it 4 versus 4 or 3 versus 3. It's a team game. You have to build up your forces. There's no base building before. You just pick your hero, pick your leader. They have special powers, and then collect 4 out of 6 different companions, like tanks or snipers or gunners. Yeah, here we can see some in-game footage. Actually, this is our trailer. This is Six City, how it looks like. The 2 factions, it's the Legion and the Kids with their respective leaders and units. The bigger, the more expensive. Here you can see in-game footage. You can see the leaders on the top of the screen. On the bottom right, it's the minimap. You will have to develop some tactical skills. You can use the environment to stand behind You can throw your grenades over walls, but rifles don't shoot through walls. Yeah, it's time to own the streets in Sick City. We will have a free-to-play 2-week period, I think. It's from the 29th of August until the 15th of September. That's more. It's 1.5 months. You can play it for free if you want to and check it out. And afterwards, you can buy that for €10, I think.
But you mean October, right?
No.
Oh, that's wrong too on the flyer?
That's wrong on the flyer.
No, the starting date is wrong.
Oh yeah, it's 29th of August until the 15th of October.
Yes.
Or September, or whatever. Starting next Tuesday, you can play for a period of time for free. If you didn't get into the alpha, and check it out. Play some games with friends or against friends. And that's all made by Roccat, made also in Hamburg.
Yeah. Let's answer some more questions. There was a good one, I think. Yeah, somebody's saying you should say Giga wow.
Really? Ich kann auch sagen Halli, Hallo, Hallöle. Hier ist kein Phil, aber dafür Flöle. Yeah, that was just someone asking me to say something in German.
But you need to
Giga wow.
explain what it was.
Yeah, I used to have a television show in German television all about World of Warcraft. And it's long years gone, but people still remember. So greetings to all of the fans of Giga wow. It was a fun time, but it still is.
Yeah. Ahmed has a question about the Modulok, since it's standing here, right? Yeah, if there's more info on the Modulok and the modular configuration.
We are still in development of the modules since we had the survey, which modules you guys liked or wanted to have.
Actually, there's going to be another survey. Yeah, we're planning another survey where we kind of distinguish even more what you really want with this Modulok. But yeah, that's pretty much what we can talk about right now.
Well, it's our philosophy. Roccat decided to always let the customers and players decide what they want to have. So the keyboard and the mouse, they are both a product of a big and huge survey where we asked 30,000 people what they would prefer in their new peripherals, the same way we are going to do with the game. So people who are buying the game, are playing the game, they will get deep into the process of creating new content. Because whenever we are ready to develop something new, we will give the players the choice, either if they want to have a new map, or if they want to have a third or fourth faction, or more units for one faction. The players will get the choice, and that's the same with the Modulok. We are going to go deeper into the development of the different modules and present the next options for you, which one we are going to develop later on. Yeah. Right now, it's just a headset stand.
Yeah. We actually have an alpha tester in the chat. So, Gboard 20. So if you have questions about that, maybe you can ask him.
You mean alpha tester of the game?
No, I've maybe.
The other ones are called beta tester.
Oh yeah.
So we have got an alpha player in the game of the game. So nice to see you. Schön, dass du zuguckst. Oder wenn du nicht Deutsch bist, dann nice to see you.
Yeah. Will you make a Roccat gaming chair in the future?
Yes, no, I don't know. I said nothing.
No comment.
Maybe. You never know.
What's your favorite mouse, Flo?
My favorite mouse, my all-time favorite is the KONE Pure. All I right now. I like the shape. I had the military KONE Pure military before. I don't know why, because it's actually funny because I've got a mid to large sized hand actually. So normally, since I'm using the palm grip, so I'm having the mouse completely in my hand, I should like the normal KONE more, but I like the reduced one, the KONE Pure. No idea why. It's just personal preference. So this is one of the things why I'm always like a bit hesitant to answer the question for which grip types our mice are, because in the end it all depends on personal preferences. My girlfriend, she's 1.68 m or something like that, and she prefers the big cone, although her hands are almost half of my hands. I don't know. It's just the mouse you like, you should stick to, minus the KONE Pure. But after I saw the light, I might reconsider. I don't know yet. Gonna test it.
Kind of weird question. Why does the ISCO FX Force has pressure points?
Pressure points?
I'm not sure.
You mean why we introduced the Force technology? Pressure-sensitive keys. Well, it's actually the adaptation of analog feedback, of input. Like, whenever you press the button a bit, you only, I don't know, in a racing game you only drive slow. Whenever you put more pressure on the key, you will move faster. It's just a new technology that we developed and gave it to the ISCO Plus Force FX just to give you a benefit. As I said, it's not marketing bullshit, it works. If you press harder, you gain more speed.
Yeah, I think the best example, if you turn a car, you usually have to tap the key, and with the Force you just press harder and it will actually turn. So
yeah, for the steering process. Yeah. This is the harder you press, the narrower the curve will be. So this is analog input in AWASD.
Yeah. Pazzi asks, how can I be sure that the all-eye sensor is the best?
First of all, you can read that in the internet, and as we all know, the internet is always right.
Maybe you should tell on the technical term of the sensor, maybe?
I don't know the technical terms. I'm not the technical guy.
So
you know that.
Yeah, it's PMW 3360. 61, but 60 is the base model. And it's highly regarded by enthusiasts and experts. That's the best optical sensor right now. And yeah.
And we tweaked it a bit together with the guys who are making the sensor to optimize it for the core DPI settings that gamers normally use, which are between 400 and I think a maximum of 3000. This is not a normal gamer doesn't need higher DPI or doesn't play on higher DPI, and then within this frequency we have no zero misclicks. It's so hard to explain that in English as a German actually. It's super precise. You can test that by, I don't know, a 360 test if you go in a shooter game and watch how much the distance is that you have to move your mouse before you can have a 360. You will hit every single dot, every pixel on the screen.
Yeah, it feels like an extension of your own arm. So you need to try it. It's really hard to explain. Like, we can tell you like all the numbers and facts, but in fact you need to put your hand on the mouse with, like, every mouse have a great shape, and then if the sensor is great, you will feel the difference.
Yeah, you gotta aim with that. Yeah, no, but the base sensor, the sensor numbers, if you are, it's on our homepage, PMW, what was it? 3361. It is considered by all of the experts as one of the best or the best sensor ever made.
Yeah, it can't get much better. Susselmoan asks, what happened to the KONE Pure Color series?
This was just a limited edition. What happened to it? It was sold out. So, yeah. We might bring a color edition back or not, you never know. But essentially it was just the KONE Pure in different colors, and we already only produced a fixed number of that, was limited, and yeah, then they were sold out.
Skyrix asks, are you planning to make a new real 7.1 surround headset?
I have no statement regarding this question.
But maybe I can say something to it. So actually there's no like real 7.1 surround headset. Like, you need it's usually digital, so you need a sound card in between. So usually what headset producers are doing is build a sound card into the headset. So what? Oh, So actually, if you want to have 7.1 sound, for example, with the KONE Pro or another stereo headset, you can buy the Duke and plug that in, and then you have 7.1 sound.
I mean, it's hard to have real 7.1 in such a small, what is it called? Such a small container. Yeah, I mean, it's just
earpiece.
You have to put like 4 different drivers in there. They will become very small, and it's hard to distinguish if they are that narrow to the ear. I mean, in the end, most of the surround headsets are virtually done by the sound cards.
There's like 5.1, which we also have. So, but 7.1, I don't think there's a real, like with hardware.
I don't know if there is one out there, but we are not developing a 7.1 right now.
And another reason is because most games are based on stereo sound, like Overwatch or Counter-Strike. So yeah, it gives you a little bit benefit, but it's not like optimized by the game developers. So yeah, that's why we kept with stereo with the professional headset. And that's also the feedback we got from professional players. Jury Vanderford, I guess. do you have plans to add more games to Alien FX, like racing games and GTA? Do you have an answer to that, or I can answer if you want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Alien FX is developed by Alienware. So you pretty much have to ask Alienware what they're gonna do with Alien FX. We just took the API and combined it with our software, so it's based on them.
But in addition, although we are introducing a new lighting system with AIMO, all of the old effects that you know from Roccat, from our softwares, they will work as well. Also in the new software, AIMO is just an addition on top, the organic lighting.
Somebody asked when we will release the Riot TKL FX. We never announced it, so do you know something we don't?
We're gonna have a Riot TKL FX? Oh, I should know that.
TKL. Yeah.
Might not happen. But there might be a new mechanical keyboard someday.
Maybe. So, yeah, feel free to ask more questions. I think you can do maybe like a little summary for all the new viewers.
I can wrap up our Gamescom appearance. So what we bring to you guys today, world exclusive, is the brand new Roccat KONE AIMO. It's a successor of the KONE that we introduced in 2007. So 10 years later, we completely reworked. There have been several versions of the KONE Plus, the KONE XTD. But this one is the KONE AIMO, introducing the new lighting system, the newest mouse from Roccat. It has the old shape, but it's revised. It's now perfect from our point of view. It comes in white, in gray, and in black. And it has an additional thumb button on the lower side, which is for easy shift standard, meaning that you can double up the functions of your button, press the easy shift, and you can put a second function on every other button. You can see the evolution of the lighting stripes. It's now 4. They are separated by each other with a glowing mouse wheel on top. You can set colors like you wish. You can separate them. It has the all-eye sensor, which we already mentioned. It's the best optical sensor available. And we also introduced the brand new keyboard. It's a membrane keyboard, and it's called the Roccat Horde. Not hard. Horde.
I don't know.
Horde. Here we see it. It has the so-called island keys, separated keys with a bridge in between, so that is we stopped kind of the possibility to be.
It's more dust resistant.
Dust resistant, yeah. No more cookies in your keyboard. In addition, we reshaped the keys. They are a bit more concave right now. Or is it convex? I always... No?
I'm not sure.
I always mistake, both of them. Then we have the tuning wheel on the top right side. It has a full Windows 10 dial functionality. So the Windows 10 dial is in the program, and you can control it with our tuning wheel. We have a detachable wrist rest. We have the new lighting system AIMO built in. It comes with the Roccat Horde. And we do have quickfire macro keys with an even lower profile. And the most important thing, we redefined the membrane technology to be even more precise than before.
Did you talk about the wheel?
Yes, right before the membrane.
And the 3D printable part?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did not speak about the 3D printable part.
You can check out the website for the rest.
Yeah, there is a part where you can put the SOVA cell phone holder over here that your cell phone can stand on your keyboard. But also we introduced the KONE Pro, which is already announced a couple of weeks ago. It's the first ever gaming headset with high-res audio certificate. It has a real voice microphone, meaning that this microphone covers the full frequency spectrum of the human voice and does not cut out the lower parts like usual headset do. And it's the lightest headset in competition with a bit over 200 gram.
Yeah. Should we answer questions or?
If we got some?
Yeah. Is the new software also compatible with older RGB mouse like KONE XDD?
The AIMO lighting system will not work downwards. What is it? It's not downwards compatible. I mean, we need new lighting systems for the new software because it's a new technology, and the older products or products from others are not capable of displaying the possibilities of AIMO. So most likely, it will not work as good as with the new products. So the KONE XTD is actually pretty hard to showcase because it has no color flow from the left to the right side, which the KONE AIMO will have because it has 4 RGB pipes instead of just the 2. And the 2 are linear with a KONE XTD, so most likely not.
Will you making a 24 key or 34 key MMO dedicated keyboard?
What kind of a keyboard?
You know, like this keyboard which is full of macro keys you put on your side. Do you know them?
Okay, yeah, I know them.
Yeah.
We rather would develop a full MMO keyboard because we don't want you to buy additional products. So if you have a gaming keyboard, you should not buy an additional keyboard just to play MMOs. We would rather go back in touch with you guys and ask, as an MMO player, how would you want your normal, regular keyboard to be, or what additional features should we put in the normal keyboard?
But I mean, we have Easy Shift, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just about the keys, yeah, we got Easy Shift. We have a zone where you can double up all the functions. It's when you press Easy Shift and whichever button, you have a secondary function on it. So I don't think, for me, and I play World of Warcraft for 12 years now, for me it's not necessary, so I don't see the benefit of having an extra keyboard just to play MMO and put it by side if I write an email or do something else. So right now we are not developing it.
Do we have plans about releasing or developing a waterproof keyboard for people who spill their drinks on it?
First of all, you should stop asking me questions what we are developing right now, because you can be pretty sure that I'm not going to tell you, because the last time we announced something that we are developing was the Roccat SOVA, and some other companies brought out a kneeboard before us just because we announced it too early and they had time to produce it and were bigger companies. Fortunately for us, they did a very bad job in creating the product, and the Roccat SOVA was the best kneeboard by far in every test, so this was fortunate for us that we did the job the best. But whenever we develop something new, we should not go ahead and tell it to the internet, because as I stated earlier, the internet knows everything. But waterproof keyboards, well, that sounds actually a bit like a necessary thing for some people. I know a lot of people who spill their drinks into their keyboards, so I don't know.
Yeah. There's a question with Ungespielt, which is German, a German YouTuber, if we're gonna make a new mousepad for him. But like, it's the same. We don't talk about future products, so.
Actually, yeah, that what Jen said. We should focus on the existing products or the old products, or on the products that we just showed to you, because, yeah, it's kind of a secret if you develop something, and there is a reason why people choose, or companies choose, a specific date to announce a product, because right now we announce the products because we know when they are available, we know they are ready, we had everything set up, there is a homepage for it, we know the technical features, we know all the strength, all the feature sets. This is the time when you announce something.
Do you know the streaming deck from Elgato? I'm not. If we
is it this small device?
No, I don't think so. The question is, will you make a streaming deck like this from Elgato? Maybe.
If you mean the small device with just the 4 rows of buttons, actually it's pretty convenient, but to be honest, you can do that with a normal keyboard as well. It's just mapping functions to keys. So, I don't know. It's again, you have to buy it for, what is it, like 90 euros? It could be even more than 90 euros. It's cool to have it because of the LED keys, so that you can have different logos on the keys. But in the end, it's nothing else than if you could just map them to the F keys, the function. So, no benefit.
The Phantom asks, well, too bad, or he states first and then asks, well, too bad I already have all my components, Roccat Team. Kova Plus, Rise MK, K5.1, and the only next thing I'm changing is desktop case and components. Any reasons I should wait before changing?
What is he changing? Desktop?
And components.
Which means his computer.
Like graphic cards, and I don't think we will go into that.
Yeah, we are right now together with Intel working on the new R9 processor.
It's
the Roccat 9.
No, it's already R9.
No, we stick to our roots. We are developing gaming peripherals, and whenever we change the field of play, we're gonna inform you guys. Like we did with our first games that we are producing, Six City, the RTT, because we are all gamers, we know what we want to play, and we decided that it might be time to bring our expertise also to the game development, and we hired some additional colleagues, game designers, and right now Roccat is creating Six City. We are creating a VR game. It's a special interest, but it's a small team and it's very fun. It's Elevated to the Moon. You can Google it. We have a clip. We have a trailer out there. No, we don't. Oh no. Yeah, maybe. Should he show it?
Do you guys want to see it?
Do you want to see the Elevated to the Moon trailer? It's a second game.
Yeah, it's actually fun.
You have to step into an elevator. You have to build the elevator so that it eventually brings you to the moon.
But you don't have to.
If you don't fix it, you will not go to the moon. So
but you can destroy it.
You can also destroy it. Very fun, yeah.
So yeah, maybe, yeah, that's the trailer.
Shout out to Mark.
Maybe with the sound on?
I don't know if we have sound in it. Oh, we have.
You fixed the connection to the camera. Now I can see in there. Ah, my eyes! It burns! What have you done? You broke it! Come on! What's going on in there? Fix my elevator now!
RIP headphone users.
There's a lot coming in October for us.
Yeah, October is a busy month. That's why I look like I haven't slept for weeks. Okay, no, that's why, because I haven't slept for weeks because of all the things coming. Yeah, it's a VR game, so don't mind the graphics. It looks completely different if you have it in your Oculus or Gear VR.
It's also art style, like.
Yeah, the art style is the same, but it looks more realistic or better if you have it in a VR.
Yeah, but I mean, the art style is like that because they wanted it that way. It's not like they didn't want it to create a realistic game.
True. Yeah. It's fun. You should try it out if you get the chance to.
Face said he likes our game. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure he talks about Six City. So yeah, thanks, Face. And
Questions?
last question. Let's do the last question. It's actually not a question, but Skyrex wants the AIMO screensaver, but it's actually not a screensaver.
Psst. We are not allowed to tell you too much, but
No, but you can show them.
maybe
If you move.
this is gonna be your desktop in the future.
Okay, but it's actually not a screensaver. It reacts to the input you put onto your peripherals.
Yeah, whenever you click or move the mouse or scroll the wheel,
It changes colors, and it changes the colors on the peripherals as well. So it's yeah.
this is a space bar. I don't know if you can show that, Fred. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
no, you see it.
You see it.
It's kind of trippy.
So this is actually a visualization of the effect, which also takes part on the keyboard and the mouse. So this is going to spread over the devices, and this is AIMO, intelligent and organic lighting. It's not pre-programmed. It's just hovering, and it reacts to whatever you do.
Yeah. I think
Well, let's call it a day.
I think we can wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Again?
No.
Okay.
I'd like to say goodbye.
Oh, you want me to rap?
If you want.
Let's wrap it up.
Can you-
My
can you
rap
rap?
game is pretty weak. I'm in Cologne and not in the street. Yeah, hey, I told you my rap game is weak. But we are spontaneous. This is Roccat. We are live at Gamescom. It's the first day, so we are still fit. And if you're from Germany and listening to it, feel free to come over. We are in Hall 8. Or also, if you're coming from other countries, you are welcome at the Roccat booth. We're really happy to see you all guys or Rocketeers over here. Otherwise, we will see each other on various social media platforms where Tian is the guy to speak to. We're going to produce more videos. We are bringing live streams in the future to showcase the microphone quality of our KONE Pro. But for the next days, we will just be here for the German fair, for the Gamescom in Cologne. Right?
Yeah. So if you have a chance, come by. You can try out the peripherals here. Hold it. Yeah.
And play some Six City. So on the streets, go to play Six City to sixcity.com. You can play still for free. Give it a try. It was a pleasure meeting you guys, and have a great week.
Thanks for watching.